Suppose Bauchinger, let's understand a typical concept Bauchinger effect in a very easy way. There was a construction site, and construction site there were too many bars, right? That bars are basically used in columns that are used to support. Columns are a structural member used to support compressive loads, right? So now there was no construction work going on, and people started playing with rod. Suppose, just in a funny way, understand it. So people started pulling it. Now when they start pulling it, they were applying tensile load, and very high tensile load were required to deform the material, right? When the construction started, when this bar was subjected to compressive load, it quickly deforms, means it can't resist compression. In tensile it has huge strength, but in compression, once the load is removed and again the load is applied in compressive direction, the strength is decreased. This is the Bauchinger effect. Strength in one direction, if it increases, then in the negative direction strength decreases. Why this happens? Let's understand it. Suppose we have a specimen, mild steel specimen. We apply load up to strain hardening zone, we go, and then we unload the material and again start apply the load in negative direction, in compressive direction. Then the yield strength will decrease and it will deform quickly. This is the law of nature also. If you get something, you will not get another other thing. If you achieve something, you will not get. If you get a job, you will not be happily married. If you will get something, you will not get. Law of nature. So if tensile strength is high, compressive strength is weak. If compressive strength is high, tensile strength is weak. Actually, it's a concept of material science. Dislocation creates a barrier in the movement of. There is a dislocation pilot in the grain boundaries, which creates obstacles in the movement of dislocation. Due to this, there is a stress barrier, right? Now if we unload the material and in negative direction we apply, so these dislocation will support the movement of dislocation. If you don't get if you don't get this, you forward, and you just remember the strength in one direction increases, the other direction decreases. Compressive tension, tension, compression. Just